Rep Fitness going hard in the paint to close out the year with a wave of brand new releases that we've been waiting on. The long anticipated leg developer is finally here. They launched stainless steel uprights that you can't afford to even look at.
Don't even look at it. Go on, get out.
And they even teased out the Rep NATO arms. Rogue Fitness is jumping in with a brand new ski trainer. Bells of Steel is upgrading one of their beloved products, and now nobody can lift it. And of course, I'm gonna be covering the best Black Friday sales so far in the home gym multiverse. The No Fate channel, checking in. Jonathan here, and we have a loaded lineup in this home gym weekend review, so we are diving right in to the newly teased Rep NATO arms. Now, if you're not familiar, Ryan is one of the co-owners, the original OGs of Rep Fitness. And on his Instagram feed, he doesn't post often, but when he does, it's usually teasers of what they are working on in terms of development. And every once in a while, he'll also post like brand new releases as they get dropped. Just yesterday, Ryan drops this massive teaser on these Rep NATO arms. And every company and their mother has been trying to add tornado arms, pivot arms, Rep NATOs, whatever you want to call them, to their rack attachments to add extra functionality. And here we go. Rep Fitness is not necessarily late to the party, but you can see they are starting to work on theirs. And lately, Rep Fitness has been taking longer to release products, I think in part because they're just trying to get them right. They don't want to have a release go south on them and have issues after delivery. Now, my personal opinion when it comes to these pivot arms has been the same since day one. They're like flying first class. They're gonna get you to the same destination as the regular handles, but man, oh man, it is nice flying the friendly skies. By the way, I am currently tracking every Black Friday sale on my website, and it's updated hourly. We're talking everything from home gym equipment, supplements, and yes, even toilet paper. But when you use those links, let me know so that I can send you a thank you gift that would make Doc Brown proud.
Great Scott.
In what seems like forever, Rep Fitness has been teasing out their leg developer attachment. They dropped some hints and some sneak peeks on Instagram. They even brought it over to Germany for the Fit Expo over there, and they brought it to Home Gym Con this summer in what looked like and certainly felt like the finalized prototype before they actually opened up for sales. Now, we all anticipated this to be released at the end of September, at least that's what I had heard, and it never happened. Well, lo and behold, here it is. Now, when I tested this out at Home Gym Con, it really did feel premium, felt finished. It felt like a finalized product and probably had one of the best resistance curves for any leg developer attachment that I have tried to date. Now, there's three ways to actually add resistance to this. Number one, you can just put on plates and go to town. Number two, and one that I typically use with a lot of the leg developers that I have tried, is to add plates and then put bands on. This allows for a better and more even resistance curve as you utilize it. And the third method that they have added is to put it on a cable machine. So many of us have cable attachments, and it's just a great way to lock in a cable machine to get an even more smooth leg extension and leg curl, and a quicker way to simply adjust the weights. Now, hold your horses before you get overly excited and hit that buy it now button. Unfortunately, it is a bit pricey, $549. That is a good price to pay. And then if you want to also add the cable kit, which I think is a must-have if you have a selectorized piece of equipment, that's another $80. So your total all-in would be $629. It is a tough pill to swallow to think that to buy this attachment, you're actually going to be paying more than the bench itself. And I think a lot of people are going to be turned off by this price point because times are tough. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to pretend that $629 isn't expensive. Do I think this is a quality piece of equipment? Do I think it's going to feel, look, and work perfectly? Sure. Rep Fitness has taken tons of time to get this thing right. But when you consider you could buy a leg extension and leg curl machine for $1,000. I'm currently reviewing a pretty high-end premium one from GMWD that is beastly, and that only comes in at $999. That $629 price tag seems pretty high, and it's certainly easy for me sitting here Monday morning quarterbacking the price points that they're charging. But I want your opinion in the comments below. Is $629 a bridge too far, or is this something that you absolutely must have in your home gym and you're willing to pony up for that price tag?
Shut up and take my money.
Well, Rep Fitness is trying to take the mantle as having the best equipment releases of the year because they just dropped their stainless steel uprights. They are, in fact, live. Before I show you the price point, I wanted to just take you through a little bit of a comparison, and then we're going to talk about it. Number one, if you get a basic rack, I put all of these, they're going to be the same. $1,099.93. This is your basic configuration. Now, if you jump over to Clear Coat, your price is going to be $1,473. It's about $300 bump, if not a bit more, for the Clear Coat. Now, I've touched Clear Coat. It feels great. It looks great. It is fantastic. All right, fam, hold on to your wallets and hold on to your seat. Here we go. Stainless steel cost $2,159. That is a massive jump, over $1,000 more for the same exact rack, and you're going to get stainless steel uprights as well as cross members. That is a massive expense. Comment below, do you think stainless steel is worth it at nearly double the price as a standard Rep Fitness PR 5000 as it stands right now? And again, this is not for a 6-post, this is just for the 4-post. I will tell you personally, I think stainless steel is a great material. We've seen a lot of companies do fantastic stuff. As an example, SpaceX, run by Elon Musk, has actually had a lot of success utilizing stainless steel in their space components, and the fact that you're going to be getting it in your power rack is phenomenal. You should be getting this thing, will last you a lifetime and a half. I've already seen people ask if this could be placed outside in the elements, and while it is stainless steel, which is a beautiful material, Rep Fitness has already come out and said it's not meant to be stored outside. As far as which rack is going to look the best in 10 or 15 years, I'm going to tip the hat to stainless steel. So even if you went with a regular bench, over time, you're going to get nicks, you're going to get scratches, you're going to get chips, and it's just going to be something that you could potentially touch up with some paint. You could also just take the whole thing apart and spray paint it if you wanted, but it's never going to look as good as like the day you got it out of the box. Stainless steel, I think, is going to hold up much better as far as aesthetics. It can still scratch, but you're less likely to notice it, in my opinion. As far as which do I think looks better, the stainless steel or the Clear Coat, I'm going to go Clear Coat every day of the week. Clear Coat looks so good when you actually see it in person and when you touch it.
It feels
the
fantastic.
Clear Coat that they show you on the website doesn't even do it justice. I got a Clear Coat bench in my home gym, and it was a thing of beauty, a work of art. I'm certainly happy to see Rep Fitness dropping more options for customers, because not only is it good for the consumer, it also drives up competition and forces other companies to kind of step up their game. But I don't know how many of you can afford to pay double for your power rack. If it was me and I was building out a gym, I would have to pass. I would either go with just a standard, which isn't bad, you get tons of different color options, or I would actually go with the Clear Coat, which again is just a thing of beauty. It is going to cost you more money, but not nearly as much as the stainless steel. Time out. I know so many of you have a fog of war when it comes to making any fun purchase, but take the time, use the affiliate links in the description, whether it's home gym equipment, supplements, or toilet paper. I got something down there for everybody. But remember, when you use those links, let me know so that I can send you a small token of my appreciation. Not to be outdone, Rogue Fitness has dropped the Echo Ski Erg. It looks as though this is just their take on the Concept 2 Ski Erg, which is a beloved product that's been around for a while, has stood the test of time. They, of course, added oversized turf tires and apparently a precision calibrated flywheel that says patent pending. I don't know what they could patent on this versus the Concept 2, but I'm sure if Rogue's going to submit a patent, they have a patent. Now, the only thing that really stood out about this entire new release that was what I thought cool or original was the fact that you can mount it to a power rack upright. And that, I think, is something that a lot of people would like to do or would take advantage of. They even said that this is basically like for the Concept 2, that you can use it right along with competitions in the Concept 2. Even the price points are nearly identical. I want to know from you, comment down below. Is this thing original? Is it exciting? Are you pumped to look into this further? Or do you think they're just trying to push out Concept 2 by just making their own iteration, which has, a few different tweaks to it? It is officially my favorite time of the year. That's right, Thanksgiving. No, I don't like Thanksgiving whatsoever as far as the dry turkey. What I do love is Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals. And you already know that they've started November 1st and they're continuing to be changed and rolled out. And I have been watching all of them on my website. This thing is updated hourly thanks to the beauty of AI with all of the latest sales and deals and flash sales that are now going on. I want to talk about some of the best deals that I've seen so far and talk about what I expect down the road. Number one best deal I saw at the very beginning of Black Friday was Fringe Sport. They had like a 20% off coupon that they emailed to their quote unquote VIP members, and that was a massive savings. I mean, 20% off of anything. You could have gotten 20% off of the Dane. Now, I don't know if they raised their prices ahead of the 20% off, but when I put it into my cart and calculated the 20% off, it was a crazy deal. Another great deal was Rep Fitness. They had 10% off your entire cart if you bought a power rack. So the downside is you needed to buy a very massive power rack, a very expensive power rack, but you did get 10% off. Rogue Fitness having their matte black November. They don't throw many sales throughout the year, so when they actually throw a sale, it is a great time to snatch up their equipment. So they've done hundo pricing before. Basically, you buy more, you save more. They do 5 ships free, so if you get 5 of the items that ship for free, you don't have to pay for shipping, and that shipping can add up quite quickly, so that's a good deal. And then they've got just straight discounts. Their Echo bike was $50 off. My Echo bike still is running strong. I haven't touched it, lubricated it, nothing. Their rower was another $50 off, and I think they even had like a package deal. If you bought the rower and the Echo bike, you got to save even more money. The Manta Ray, which is close to $1,000 when it's fully shipped, is a $90 savings, which is nice. Now, for you longtime home gym owners, you probably don't need a rack or cardio equipment, but you are looking to pick up some attachments, and these attachments, again, are discounted. The Rogue Fitness Black Friday sales are exactly what I expected. Nothing crazy, but if it was something that you're actually looking for, you can actually save a good amount of money. The best Black Friday deal I ever got from Rogue Fitness was last year. I got their multi-grip bar at like almost 50% off because they were getting rid of it. They had a new version coming out and they were just trying to clear up their inventory, so I was able to capitalize on that. Over the next week or two, I am expecting them to have some daily deals that are going to be an improvement on their existing deals, meaning if you're able to snipe something specific, you might be able to get even a better discount. Now, Bells of Steel has been running Black Friday sales since November 1st. One of their best deals right now is this power bar. So $229, you use my code NOFATE247, it comes in under $200 delivered, and this has been constantly rated as one of the best budget powerlifting bars across the board from Coop and so many others. Probably their biggest savings on their website has to be their leg press and hack squat machine, a whopping 30% off. I mean, you're saving some serious change. So if you are looking to focus more on leg day at your home gym, this might be the time to snap this one up. Giant Lifting has been throwing some really good deals and the flash sales. That's really what it capitalized is when you see that flash sale, which is only good for sometimes an hours and sometimes just for a few days, you're able to, again, snipe, really pick one product that gets you a good savings. And if you happen to be lucky and it's something that you need, great, and if not, you just kind of have to pass on it. Currently, they're offering an extra 10% off if you spend $3,000 or more. We're seeing this a lot with these companies. They want to maximize that cart sale. They want to drive up that price point. So a lot of the bigger discounts we're seeing are for those really massive home gym purchases. If you're really looking to save on money, you gotta be thinking about stuff that you're using throughout the year consistently. Toilet paper, water filters, you name it, energy drinks, supplements. This is a great time to capitalize on those discounts, and Amazon has it all. They throw some crazy sales on Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and they consistently throw lightning deals throughout that time period. So if you put a bunch of stuff in your cart, you absolutely can figure out when that stuff goes on sale almost instantaneously and capitalize on it. For me, I stock up on water filters, energy drinks, pre-workouts. I stock up on toilet paper. When it comes to Black Friday and Cyber Monday, I go deep. I even stock up on taco seasoning that I use throughout the year because Amazon sells it in bulk. If you're gonna buy anything on Amazon, click on the link in the description. It does help me out, and it hurts Jeff Bezos. If you haven't got enough home gym equipment talk, then check out these 2 videos. Also, use the links in the description. They do support the channel. And most importantly, don't save anything for the trip back